alien emperor rejected his alien war wolf because it was too ugly, but the human mechanic had motives. The war wolf was chained in a corner of Hangar Bay 9, silent and unmoving, while the rest of the emperor's beasts were loaded onto golden carriers, their sleek fur gleaming, their tusks polished like weapons of ceremony. This one didn't shine. Its fur was mangled and patchy. One eye was milky, the other burned with yellow fire. Its body was warped, as if it had been stitched together from two separate predators. It was the runt, the mistake, the ugly one, and the emperor of the Zarkathi Dominion wanted it gone. "Kill it," he said to his aide with a flick of jeweled fingers. "I won't have it near the coronation arena. It's not fit to stand beside my champions. But your radiance, dispose of it. Now." The aide bowed, but his hands trembled. Everyone had heard what the beast did on the battlefield of Trinar 6. Ugly or not, it had torn through the enemy ranks when no others could. It had dragged the wounded emperor from a burning wreck. But none of that mattered now. Not when it looked wrong. That's when the human mechanic spoke. "Wait." The aide turned. So did the guards. A short, grease-stained man stood near the fuel rig, arms crossed. Dark hair tied back, tools strapped to his belt, and a welding visor still flipped up over his head. "Did you say you're killing that wolf?" he asked. The aide narrowed his slits. "You will not speak to the emperor." "I ain't," the man interrupted, stepping forward. "I'm speaking to you. Name's Felix Gray. Level 2 certified mechanic. Civilian division. I fix what the Dominion tosses." The emperor, curious now, turned. "You want it?" he said with a sneer. "A broken beast? Hideous, malformed." Felix glanced at the war wolf. It hadn't moved. Still chained. Still silent. "I've fixed uglier things," he muttered. The emperor laughed. "Very well. Take it. But when it rips your throat out, don't come crying to me." He turned and left. The moment the hangar cleared, Felix walked toward the chained beast. His voice softened. "They called you broken, but I see you." For 3 days, Felix worked in a forgotten maintenance bay deep under the hangar decks. He patched the wolf's wounds, repaired the scorched leg servos, removed tracking spikes lodged behind its ears. The wolf didn't speak, but it watched him. Never slept, never growled. Felix fed it by hand. "You know," he said, tossing a piece of grill fungus, "they say you dragged that royal bastard out of fire." Betty screamed the whole way. The wolf blinked. Felix grinned. "Yeah, I thought so." On the 5th night, the wolf limped over to where Felix was sleeping and laid down beside him, its massive, scarred body curling like a guard dog from old Earth. Felix didn't flinch. He whispered, "We're not done yet." What the emperor didn't know was that Felix had motives. His brother had served in the Dominion Navy. A good man. He died in a pointless raid the emperor launched for glory, tossed like scrap into a grinder. Felix couldn't reach the emperor by force. But maybe, just maybe, he could buy honor. The Zarkathi held arena trials before each coronation, a public spectacle. War beasts, warriors, nobles alike competed to bring glory to their name. The emperor had 7 war wolves entering. Felix had one, a rejected one, an ugly one, but one with rage still in its blood. The day of the trials arrived. The arena was carved into the asteroid itself. Seats filled with thousands of nobles, emissaries, and warlords. The golden canopy where the emperor sat glowed with artificial starlight. The beasts were released in waves. Arena gates crashed open, and hulking predators charged into battle. Gnashing teeth, spitting acid, armored hides gleaming. Among them, one stood out, not for its beauty, but for its sheer, terrifying presence. Felix's war wolf. It moved like shadow. Its scars gleamed under blood-red light. It didn't roar, it hunted. The crowd jeered at first, then fell silent. One by one, it felled the others, not in blind fury, but with precision. It never wasted a movement, never pounced unless it meant death. It read the battlefield like a tactician. It tore the silver-plated tusks from the reigning champion. It cracked the exo-armored back of the Emperor's new favorite in a single lunge, and when only it remained, blood dripping from its fangs, it turned and looked directly at the Emperor. The crowd gasped. The Emperor stood. "That beast," he said, voice booming. "It's mine." Felix, now in the ring, stepped forward, wiping oil from his hands. "No, your radiance," he said calmly. "It was yours. You threw it away." Murmurs rippled through the nobles. The Emperor narrowed his eyes. "Then whose is it?" Felix looked up at the war wolf. It stepped beside him. "Mine." That night, across 1,000 systems, broadcasts replayed the moment. A disfigured war wolf standing beside a grease-covered human, fangs bared, while the Emperor stood in stunned silence. Felix didn't wait for applause. He simply walked out of the arena with the wolf at his side. No one dared stop them. Months passed. The Dominion changed. The Emperor never admitted it, but his grip on fear loosened. Whispers spread. The war wolf he cast aside was still out there, and now it had a mind of its own, a mechanic's mind, a rebel's. Felix and the wolf, named Scrap, became legend. They moved from colony to colony, fixing broken ships, saving abandoned soldiers, protecting frontier towns from pirates and war beasts. Everywhere they went, people remembered. The ugliest things can be the fiercest, and sometimes what's discarded becomes the most dangerous.